Hello, and welcome back to Neuralink. Before we begin our journey into the landscape of the mind and the architecture of your mood, ensure you are in a space of complete comfort. Whether you are resting on a couch or settling into the quiet safety of your bed, allow your body to be heavy and still. For the most supportive experience, one that allows these transformative ideas to resonate clearly, I invite you to put on your headphones now. Let them create a private, peaceful room within your own awareness. Take a slow, deep breath in, and as you exhale, feel the weight of your thoughts begin to lighten. Clear your mind. Let the distractions of the outside world fade into a soft, distant hum. Good. In this session, the empowering insights of feeling good will flow directly into your focus. These principles are crafted to gently stimulate your thought, expand your emotional awareness, and sharpen your understanding of how your mind creates your reality. As our exploration of these mental tools comes to an end, please stay with the binaural sounds. They are carefully designed to keep your mind in a state of receptive ease, allowing every strategy for clarity and peace to settle deeply and naturally into your awareness. If you find value in this process of self-discovery and healing, please like this video and subscribe. Your support helps the Neuralink community continue to grow toward a state of lasting well-being. As you settle deeper into this state of quiet reflection, we turn our attention to a landmark work that has changed the way millions of people understand their own emotions. This is Feeling Good, the New Mood Therapy. Written by Dr. David D. Burns, a pioneer in the field of cognitive behavioral therapy, this book is built on a revolutionary yet simple premise that your thoughts, not your circumstances, create your moods. Dr. Burns teaches us that when we feel a heavy cloud of sadness, anxiety, or guilt, it is often because our internal dialogue has become distorted, like a mirror that has been bent, reflecting a world that is darker than it truly is. Through decades of clinical practice and research, Dr. Burns developed a toolkit of mental exercises designed to straighten that mirror. He reveals that by identifying and challenging the hidden cognitive distortions in our thinking, we can actually change how we feel. It is a philosophy of self-empowerment, reminding us that we are not victims of our emotions, but the active creators of our own mental peace. Allow these grounding principles to drift into your awareness now, not as a set of rules, but as a gentle invitation to see yourself and your world with greater clarity and kindness. Now, let's begin. To begin, we must understand the fundamental law of the emotional world. Dr. Burns teaches us that every feeling you have is the result of a thought you just had. Your emotions are not direct reflections of the world around you. They are reflections of the way you interpret the world. When you feel a sudden drop in your mood, it is like a shadow falling across a mirror. The mirror itself, your inherent worth, remains unchanged, but the image it projects becomes dark and distorted. In the stillness of this moment, realize that you are the observer of the mirror. You have the power to step back and examine the reflection with a calm, curious eye. Thoughts often happen so quickly that we don't even notice them. They are like whispers in a crowded room, automatic, lightning fast, and deeply influential. Feeling Good teaches us to slow down the film of our minds. By catching these automatic thoughts as they flicker past, we can begin to see them for what they are. Not facts, but interpretations. Feel the relief in this realization. You do not have to believe everything you think. You are simply learning to listen to the whispers and decide which ones are true. As we move deeper into this state of receptivity, we must examine the 10 common ways the mind bends reality. These are the cognitive distortions, the mental habits that create unnecessary pain. This is the tendency to see things in black and white. If your performance isn't perfect, you see yourself as a total failure. But the world is rarely all or nothing. It exists in beautiful shades of grey. Imagine a sunset. It isn't either perfect or ruined. It simply is. Allow yourself to embrace the grey areas of your life. There is a profound peace in realizing that good enough is often exactly where growth happens. You see a single negative event as a never-ending pattern of defeat. A no today becomes a no forever. But a single moment is just that. A moment, like a single rain cloud in a vast sky. It does not mean the entire season is a storm. Feel the vastness of your life expanding. One event cannot define the whole. You are far larger than any single occurrence. This is when you pick out a single negative detail and dwell on it exclusively, so that your vision of all reality becomes darkened. It is like a drop of ink in a glass of water. Dr. Burns invites you to look at the whole glass. Notice the clear water that still remains. By shifting your focus, you don't ignore the ink, but you stop letting it define the entire experience. You reject positive experiences by insisting they don't count. When someone praises you, you tell yourself they are just being nice. This is a subtle way of maintaining a negative self-image. Imagine a gift being handed to you. Instead of pushing it away, simply let your hand stay open. Practice the quiet art of saying thank you to the universe and letting the warmth of a positive moment actually reach your heart. This often takes two forms: mind reading and the fortune teller error. You assume people are thinking ill of you, or you predict that things will turn out badly before they even begin. In this relaxed state, realize that you cannot see into the future or into the minds of others. You are free from the burden of knowing the unknown. You can simply be here in the safety of the present moment, where nothing has gone wrong yet. This is the binocular trick. You look at your mistakes through one end, making them appear giant and overwhelming, and you look at your strengths through the other end, making them appear tiny and insignificant. Dr. Burns suggests turning the binoculars around. See your mistakes for their true, manageable size, and allow your strengths to fill your field of vision. You are restoring the natural balance of your self-perception. I feel like an idiot, therefore I must be one. This is the mistake of using your emotions as evidence for the truth. But emotions are products of thoughts, not facts about reality. A feeling is like the weather. It changes, it moves, it passes. It does not define the landscape. Just because you feel a certain way does not mean that feeling is a true reflection of who you are. You try to motivate yourself with shoulds and musts, as if you were a harsh taskmaster whipping a tired horse. This only leads to guilt and resentment. Replace the should with "it would be nice if," or "I choose to." Feel the pressure lifting from your chest. You are moving from a place of obligation into a place of choice. You are the master of your own actions, guided by kindness rather than criticism. Instead of saying, "I made a mistake," you say, "I am a loser." You attach a permanent negative label to yourself based on a temporary behavior. But you are a human being, a complex, flowing process, not a static label. You cannot be a failure any more than a river can be a splash. You are the river, and the splash is just something that happened in the water for a moment. You see yourself as the cause of some negative external event, which, in fact, you are not primarily responsible for. You carry the weight of the world on your shoulders. Let that weight go now. You are responsible for your own actions and thoughts, but you are not the center of everyone else's universe. Allow others to have their own journeys, and give yourself the grace to stay within your own boundaries. Now that we have identified the shadows, let us explore the tools Dr. Burns provides to bring back the light. These are the practical exercises that turn the new mood therapy into a lived experience. This is the core tool of CBT. It involves writing down the upsetting situation, the emotion you feel, and the automatic thought that preceded it. Then, you identify the distortion and write a rational, realistic response. In your mind's eye, see yourself doing this, not as a chore, but as an act of self-love. You are standing up for yourself against the internal critic. You are providing the evidence that you are, in fact, okay. When we feel low, we often think that nothing will make us feel better. This tool asks you to predict how much satisfaction you will get from an activity, and then record how much you actually felt. Most of the time, the reality is better than the prediction. This breaks the paralysis of low mood. It reminds you that the capacity for joy is still there, waiting to be rediscovered in small, manageable bites. To find the root of a fear, you ask yourself, if this thought were true, why would it be so bad? What would it mean about me? This leads you down to your core beliefs, the silent assumptions that run your life. By bringing these deep-seated fears into the light of your conscious mind, they lose their power. You realize that even your worst-case scenarios are often survivable, and that your worth is not dependent on external approval. Below the surface of our daily thoughts lie the silent assumptions, the rules we live by. Dr. Burns helps us uncover and challenge these deep-seated patterns. Many of us live by the assumption that we must be loved or approved of by everyone in order to be happy. But this makes your happiness a hostage to the whims of others. Realize that you can be your own source of approval. The only yes that truly matters is the one you give to yourself. Feel the freedom of not needing to perform for the world. You are enough, exactly as you are, even in the absence of applause. The belief that you must be perfect to be worthwhile is a recipe for constant anxiety. Perfection is an illusion. It doesn't exist in nature. Dr. Burns encourages us to aim for optimal rather than perfect. Mastery is a journey, not a destination. Allow yourself the room to be a beginner in many things. There is a deep, quiet joy in the process of learning, without the pressure of being flawless. As we conclude this summary, let us reflect on the ultimate goal of feeling good, the development of a resilient, self-sustaining sense of self-worth. True self-esteem is not based on what you do, what you own, or who you know. It is an intrinsic quality of being. It is the realization that your worth is a given. It was there the day you were born, and it will be there the day you leave. You cannot earn self-esteem, and you cannot lose it. You can only forget it. This book is a reminder to remember. Mental health is not a destination. It is a daily practice. It is the choice, made moment by moment, to be a friend to yourself. When you catch a distorted thought, you don't judge yourself for having it. You simply, gently correct it. You treat yourself with the same compassion you would offer a dear friend. Feel this kindness radiating through your body now. It is a warm, steady light that dispels the fog of the past. Now, let the architecture of your thoughts soften. There is no need to analyze or evaluate. You are simply becoming the quiet observer of your own internal world. As you breathe, feel a sense of grounded, steady clarity expanding within you. Just let these core pillars of feeling good drift through your awareness like sunlight, breaking through a heavy morning mist. Visualize a calm, clear pool of water. This is your mind. Every ripple on the surface is a thought, and the temperature of the water is your mood. Feel the profound relief in knowing that the water is not the ripples. You are learning to still the surface. By choosing a balanced thought, you are inviting the water to become calm, cool, and clear once again. Your thoughts create your moods. You choose the path of clarity. Imagine a protective lens of truth placed before your inner eyes. This lens automatically straightens the cognitive distortions. See the all or nothing shadows dissolve into soft, realistic grays. Watch the shoulds and musts evaporate like steam. You are no longer trapped by bent reflections. You are seeing yourself and the world with the steady, unwavering gaze of reality. You see through the distortions. You stand in the light of the truth. Feel a warm, golden weight settling into the center of your chest. This is your unshakable self-esteem. It is not built on your achievements, your appearance, or the approval of others. It is an inherent part of your being. It was there at your first breath, and it remains there now, untouched by mistake or criticism. You are enough simply because you exist. Your worth is a constant. You are safe in your own self-acceptance. See yourself at a desk in a quiet, sunlit room. You are writing your own story. When a dark thought whispers, you simply pick up the pen and write the rational response. Feel the empowerment that comes from talking back to the critic with the voice of a kind and wise friend. You are the advocate for your own peace. You are the architect of your own well-being. You are your own best friend. You speak to yourself with kindness. As the sound of my voice begins to drift into the distance, your mind remains anchored in a new, steady clarity. The tools of the new mood therapy, the ability to identify distortions, and the courage to speak to yourself with rational kindness are now part of your internal landscape. You have begun a quiet revolution within your own thoughts, replacing the heavy fog of the past with the bright, clear light of reality. You are no longer at the mercy of every passing shadow. You are the calm observer of the mirror. I invite you now to remain exactly as you are. Continue to listen to the binaural sounds that follow. They have been carefully engineered to help your mind stay receptive, allowing every principle of self-compassion and every strategy for emotional balance to settle more deeply and permanently into your awareness. As you rest with these frequencies, your subconscious is doing the vital work of rewriting the old scripts and replacing them with a narrative of peace and resilience. If you have found a sense of relief or a new perspective during this session, please like this video and subscribe to Neuralink. Your support allows us to continue providing these pathways to mental well-being for everyone seeking a brighter outlook. For now, let go of the effort of thinking. Stay with the sounds. Let the information settle. Feel the quiet power of feeling good, and just be.